Good morning. It is Thursday, the 23rd of May, 2019. So, had an interesting day yesterday. I had a very interesting day yesterday because for those of you that have seen my videos and you pretty much know my mentality and such by now, you've come to accept the fact that I stand, cannot stand racism. Okay, so let's leave this fact to the one side for one moment and get on to what happened yesterday. Josh, good morning. So yesterday there was yet another taxi demonstration in central London, specifically at Parliament Square. And by the way, yes, I've had a shave. I know I look like a baby. Looks weird. Yeah, I'm very good. So anyway, there was I'll be voting Tommy Robinson today. I won't be. I'll be voting Farage. But either way, so taxi demonstration yesterday, thus causing a horrendous amount of traffic on Westminster Bridge Road. Okay, so it's backing up all the way past Lambeth North. And I'm only going to Lower Marsh. I'm terminating there. I'm not going any further than that. Now I pick up my second bus at around about 2:10. And this curtailment for Lambeth North has been in since 12 o'clock. So it's been in for 2 hours. Alright, so the bus I picked up was only going to Lambeth North. And it was showing Lambeth North from when it left Dulwich. Okay, let's leave that on the back burner. When I get to Lambeth North Station, there is one bus stop left and loads of traffic. Loads and loads of traffic. Alright? So I make an announcement, the right thing to do, as I'm pretty sure most of you would appreciate a bus driver doing this. Pushes the button. The noise goes boom, like that. And then I proceed to open my trap and say words of politeness and niceness. Very good afternoon, everyone. Because you can't say ladies and gentlemen anymore because someone might get offended. So good afternoon, everyone. This bus will be terminating at the next stop. Please remember to take all of your belongings with you when leaving. Please note, there is traffic ahead of us, so if you wish to get off at this bus stop and continue on foot, please do so. I will not be opening the doors between stops, is what I said. Those were my words, okay? And I can't go anywhere because I'm stuck in traffic. So what happens then is everyone gets off, apart from one woman. She comes up to me and she says to me, "Give me a ticket." "Sorry madam, I can't help you." I says to her, as polite as one can muster for someone demanding something with no manners, "Give me a ticket." "Sorry madam, I can't help you." "You have to give me a ticket," she says to me. So I says to her politely, "Sorry madam, I don't have to give you anything." "Yes, but you're terminating here." "Yes, I am terminating here, but I want to go further." "I'm sorry madam, due to a taxi demonstration, all Route 12s are terminating here." "But I paid to go there." "No madam, you paid to come here. This is the last stop and has been the last stop for all 12s for the last 2 hours. You need to give me a transfer ticket," she says to me. I said, "Madam, you, along with everyone else that wishes to have a transfer ticket, are not going to get one. This is the last stop." Because I didn't see it at the front. Well, I'm sorry, madam, there's nothing I can do to help you there either. Because it says it in great big white letters, Lambeth North. Oh, it doesn't say it on the inside of the bus, she said to me. Well, actually it does. Because every time we get to a bus stop and pull away, it says 12 to Lambeth North. And I can hear that from the cab. You see, so there's no excuse really. Then, please someone, tell you what, drop it in the comments section. I would love it if someone could guess what this silly bitch said to me. And I'm gonna say silly bitch because I know she never paid her fare. I know she didn't. That does not make her a customer, it makes her a thief. But go on, drop a comment below. Let me read it. Guess what this silly bitch said to me. Go on. This angry woman. What was her response to me? Cheers, mate. What was her response? Someone, do you like theme parks? That's not what she said to me. But yes, I do like theme parks. She said to me, you don't want to give me a ticket. Wait for it. Just got to do the actions without laughing. Because you're racist, she said to me. Okay, now at this point I need to point out that this was a Muslim woman, okay, wearing a hijab. At no point did it ever dawn upon me at all that I'm not going to give this woman a ticket because she's a Muslim. That didn't cross my mind one bit. What crossed my mind 100% was, you're rude and you're not having a ticket because you're not entitled to one. That's pretty much it. And the thing is, the second she said that, the second she went, you're racist, I sat there and laughed. I sat there and laughed. I then opened the cab door. I didn't get out, and I just said to her politely, madam, if you think I'm racist, then as we're stuck in traffic and I've got nowhere to go, would you like me to call the police for you? What are you going to do that for? I said, because racism is a hate crime. And you just accused me of being racist. Therefore, the police must be summoned to come and arrest me. And then they can do an investigation to find that it was a waste of time. But honestly, if you're going to stand there and accuse me of being racist, please have something to back it up. And I promise you, if you wish, I will call the police for you. At which point, she stomped her foot, turned around and fucked off that way, muttering, "The bus driver's racist." That's your opinion, no one else's, sweetheart. And now that I've said sweetheart, someone's gonna go, "Oh no, the bus driver's on YouTube's a sexist. He's a sexist. He's belittling women by saying sweetheart. Oh, the humanity." That's what's going to happen. And I don't really care, because I'm not being nasty. Alright, so that's what happened there. Anyway, on to something that happened 5 minutes later, when I have an empty bus. Alright, and I'm stuck in the same traffic, but 2 bus links down. Okay, what happened then actually made my day, and this genuinely did make my day. As I'm stuck in traffic, at traffic lights at Lower Marsh, a gentleman came up to me across the front of the bus, up to the driver's window, and no offense, because you are going to watch this, I thought, oh my god, who's this? You know, because some people do scare me when they come up to the window. And this gentleman said, "Are you Chris?" I said, "Yeah." He went, "It's really nice to meet you. I watch your channel, it's brilliant," he said. And I'll tell you what, hearing that really made my day. So thank you very much. I did ask his name. Michael Champion is his name. And Michael Champion, if and when you see this, all I'm going to say is thank you so much for making my day. You really did put a smile on my face, and it stayed there until the end of my shift. So thank you so much for your support. It's not the first time it's happened where someone has recognised me from YouTube, but I tell you what, on the odd occasion that it does, you know, and someone says, you know, just hi sort of thing and shakes my hand, it really makes me feel happy, you know, and it's humbling as well, because it's like the things I bang on about, it's actually nice knowing that people listen to it. You don't necessarily have to agree with it. I do this a lot of the time to actually start arguments, especially in the comments section, to get conversation going. But the fact that people actually watch me and listen to me and my dulcet tones, it's nice. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and thanks to everyone that subscribes and watches me on a daily basis as well. That means more to me than you know, honestly. It really does. It's nice. So that's what happened yesterday. Let's read some of these. Muslims playing the race card. Imagine my shock. Well, what I could have said to her, which I didn't, what I could have said to her was, Madam, you uneducated bint, when are you going to understand that Islam is not a race, it is a religion? And we're both the same race anyway, we're both humans. See, I actually couldn't care whether you were black, white, purple, yellow, brown, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. I don't care what religion you are, or what language you speak, or where you're from. It doesn't bother me. If you're rude to me, and you are rude to me verbally, because you're not getting what you want, because you're not entitled to it, please don't start using the colour of your skin or your religion as a weapon against me, because you catch me on a bad day and I will literally educate you and rip you a new one without swearing and humiliate the fuck out of you. I really will. I really, really will. I'll make you feel this damn big for using the colour of your skin as a weapon against me. Do you know what makes it even funnier? Is as a white bus driver driving through South London every day, I have received more racism from every type of person you can actually think of than I've actually encountered towards anyone else. And that's just me being brutally honest. Now someone's going to jump up and go, yeah, but you've never been a black man. That's true, but you've never been a white man. You see, in some parts of London, you do become the white minority. And there are a lot of racist people out there that, believe it or not, are not white, that are racist towards white people. And I receive it every damn day. So let's just think about that for 1 second. In fact, I've done a video on that last year, I believe. Racism works both ways. You see? Not all racist people are white. Let's just think about that for 1 second. So let's read some of these comments though. Let's get back to this. Surely it would have been easier to give her a ticket. New features on iBus now regarding fare evasion, turning blind eye. No! I say to that soft 16 stick. I'm going to say no. Out of sheer principle. You see, that's like giving a dog a treat for shitting on the carpet, is what that is, considering I know she never paid her fare, because I know when she got on the bus and I saw her sit her ass straight down without paying her fare. You know, that's the same as someone picking up a pint of milk, drinking half of it, and then taking it to the till and asking for a refund. No, is what's going to happen there, because you're not entitled to it. In fact, if anything, it makes you a damn thief. So no, I don't care. And the thing is, I've actually had public complaints about this before. I've had public complaints where someone's come to the, you know, to come to TfL and said, this driver here not give me ticket. And I was well within my rights to refuse her a transfer ticket, because I was showing Piccadilly Circus the entire time. The entire time, as every other Route 12 was. And it's funny that, because when I am curtailed somewhere else, I make a point of telling passengers on a regular basis where the bus is going and why. Communication is key, you see. So when she puts in a complaint to TfL, and then TfL forward said complaint onto my bus garage, and my manager gets hold of it, my manager will then say to me, and has done before, next time just give them a ticket, it's easier. Well, I'm sorry, I don't do the easy thing, do I? No. I do the right thing. I then said to my manager, if this was brought in front of TfL with this complaint, yourself, myself and them, whose side do you think they're going to take for following rules and procedures, for going by the book? Are they going to back you for telling me to give them a transfer ticket because it's the easy thing to do? Or do you think they're going to back me for literally not printing out money? They're going to back me. So that went out the window pretty quick, didn't it? Brilliant that that big for YouTubers. That's the norm for small ones. It's such a good feeling. Yes, it is. It is a fantastic feeling when someone recognises you on YouTube, on the street. I'm just a regular guy that goes in front of a camera. That's it, really. You're definitely not a racist or prejudiced. Vinny, thanks for that. In fact, you seem very open-minded. Open-minded is an understatement, believe me. I'm a very complex person. No, I am. But no, cheers to that. I really appreciate that. A racist, I am not. I cannot stand it. Cannot. South London is one of the arseholes of England. No offence, mate. South London, I was born and raised. I actually love South London. And it's not all of South London. So, see, the areas of South London I drive through are good for shopping. And it's very multicultural areas that I drive through. That's good for shopping for many different cultures to go and get what they need for either clothing or food or music. It's really, really diverse in the parts of London that I drive through. And I think that's fantastic, you see, but you do become the white minority. And it's not because fewer white people live in said area. That's not the case at all. It's just certain areas are better for shopping for a diverse number of reasons. Peckham, Camberwell, Brixton, fantastic places and famous for it too. But I'm not going to tolerate racism towards me, the same as I'm not going to tolerate racism from a white man onto a black man. I'm not going to tolerate that. I've thrown racist white people off my bus many a time. Leave it to revenue, basically. No, I'm not just going to leave it to revenue, basically, because TfL, and I got this wrong. I've been saying TfL has a £1 billion deficit. No, turns out TfL has a £2 billion deficit, and it's drivers that let people go all the time is one of the causes. There's a £2 billion deficit, which basically means it's affecting me and my pay, because it dictates how much money TfL is willing to part with bus companies on tenders, which means the likes of Abellio, who like to undercut everyone, get more routes, you see, because they undercut on the tender. So if everyone else loses routes, it means we're losing money on the tender, and it also means that bus companies will be unwilling to give us a decent pay deal. So it's a knock-on effect. But no, we get taught as bus drivers ticketing and checking passes and collecting fares and blah blah blah. And you know what? Call me a jobsworth, I don't care. It's the only job that I've got. It's the only job that I have, and I'm not losing it because some jumped up racist bitch, and that's what she was. And I've said this before as well. You may or may not agree with me, but it takes a true racist to spot racism where there is none. The only reason she called me racist, realistically, is because I'm a white man. That's the only thing she had to throw at me. If I was any other colour, she wouldn't have called me racist. Do you know that? I wholeheartedly believe that. Remember, you did that video saying that some people are gay and some people need to get over the fact and just be kind. Yes, I did that video. I remember that video. In fact, I'm surprised that video never went viral, you see, because there's no such thing as homophobia, I said in that video. You know, you're not homophobic, you're just an arsehole. You're not scared of gay men or gay women. You know, you're just a dickhead. Thoughts on Tommy Robinson? It's a weird one with Tommy, because I've watched a lot of his videos. I'm not going to lie. I like to do a bit of research. And for what Tommy does trying to expose the mainstream media for the amount of corruption and lies that they spread, I think it's a fantastic thing. I think it's a fantastic thing that he exposes the likes of BBC and Panorama and other news networks for literally spreading lies. Tommy Robinson's stance on Islam, if you watch his videos, he has said one thing I believe to be racist, which he did actually apologise for, nothing else. His problem with Islam isn't the fact that it's Islam itself. He isn't against the religion. He is against the radicalised version of Islam. And some people might say, but there's only one Islam. There isn't. There is Islam, and there is a radicalised form of it, which is nasty and taken out of context. But the thing is, it's not just Islam, it's also Catholicism, you see, and other religions that have a radical standpoint, and people don't pick up on that. People only ever pick up on Tommy Robinson as being a racist bigot who is against Muslims, and he's not. He's not. I don't agree with his politics, but I think for someone who's trying to stamp out radical religion, which is what he's doing, I think, again, is a good thing, because I'm not a religious man myself. Religion is a good thing. I believe that 100%, but any radicalized version of any religion that includes violence or advocates violence, it's a bad thing, and that's what he is trying to go against. And people don't like him for that, and they'll tag him for it every step of the way. So there's that. So I won't be voting for it. That was nasty, excuse me. I won't be voting for him. I understand where he's coming from. It takes someone with an open mind to actually say that, to go in with no opinion of the guy. I mean, everyone has their set opinion of someone. I did at first. You see, I thought Tommy Robinson, what a wanker, you know. I can't lie, I thought that, you know. And then I thought, I'll put my opinion of him aside and I'll do some research on the bloke, you know, like his real name, Stephen Christopher Yaxley Lennon. You know, so there's reasons for why he does what he does, but a lot of the people take what he does way too far out of context. But equally, I'm not going to vote for the guy. So there we have it. That's my thoughts on Tommy Robinson. Surely it winds you up though. Do you need the hassle? It winds me up a little bit, but to be fair, having a minor argument like that actually breaks up my day. For me, that's entertainment. All I get really, apart from driving up and down, is the hope that someone says something on the radio from Centrecom just so I've got something else to listen to, other than, you know, babies crying and people yakking on the telephone. You know, for me, not giving someone what they're demanding when they're not entitled to it, that's me doing my job. And if they get pissed off with it, bearing in mind I'm being as nice as I can, then tough titty. Now that's new features on iBus. You leave it to revenue. Punch her out a ticket, or punch her, or punch her find new job. Ocado are advertising. Ha! No, it's okay. I like my job just fine. Thank you very much. But no, I'm not going to give in to people. See, a lot of people, a lot of bus drivers actually say, fuck it, give them a ticket. Fuck it, give them a ticket. Printing out that ticket is worth £1.50. It is the same as printing money. And what you've got to remember is every transfer ticket press is registered and logged. Did you know that? They're all logged. And not only does it cost money, because you're giving away money basically, that ticket roll isn't free. That also costs money. You know, it's just silly things like that that add up. You know, I'm not gonna be the one to help TfL crumble. You see, by giving someone a transfer ticket they're not entitled to, I'm literally shooting myself in the foot. You know, I've actually had revenue inspectors on the bus at the terminus when someone's been saying, I want a transfer ticket. And I said no. And the revenue inspectors looked at me and went, well done. Looked at this person in question and said, fuck off. You see, exactly the same as you, mate. I used to dislike him because of the media, but when I watched his interview at Oxford Union, my eyes were opened. Not Centacom. Right, so the best thing about Tommy Robinson I have watched, okay, the best thing I've seen him do is a documentary that he released about 2 months ago called Panorama. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not have heard of it. A lot of you won't have watched it. That I can guarantee. But what you do is you go into YouTube's or go into Google, type in hashtag Panorama, and it should be the first thing that pops up in the video list. It is on YouTube. It is a documentary showing Tommy Robinson expose Panorama, while Panorama were simultaneously trying to sting Tommy Robinson with malicious lies and drag him down on national television with lies. And he exposed them. He caught them in the act. You see, this is the sort of thing that Tommy Robinson does. This is what he's good at, exposing the truth. And he's very, very good at it. You see, so for those of you who hate Tommy Robinson, and I know there's a lot of you out there, and I understand why, you know, hashtag Panorama, watch it. Whether you like him or not, it's a very, very, very good watch. And then you'll be, you know, you may change your mind on the bloke, you may not, but it's absolutely brilliant bit of documenting there. Seen it, mate, absolutely fantastic. There was no violence at his rally the other day from Muslim gangs. Let me read that properly. I don't want to get this wrong because there's a great big blue arrow in the way of that while I'm crossing the road. It says here, seen it, mate, can't see shit. Absolutely fantastic. There was violence at his rally the other day from Muslim gangs, and of course the media blames Tommy's supporters. Again, this is very true. You see, and the thing is, he's actually quite a clever guy because he takes his crew, his camera crew, with him everywhere. He'll have his phone out on a full charge constantly, filming everything he does to protect himself. And there's been instances where you watch YouTube, you watch videos of him on YouTube that he's put on there, and he could be filming, talking to a mate of his, walking down the street. For his own protection, he's filming. And then someone will throw something at him, or he'll get verbal abuse or physically attack him, you see. And unfortunately, that comes from a majority of the time Muslim men. But he's not against Islam, he's against radical Islam. So this is, again, it's, someone's going to start saying, you're a Tommy supporter. I'm a Tommy understander, not a Tommy supporter. There's a big, big difference, you see. I like how you aren't afraid to have an opinion. Good to see someone with balls. Well, I've only got balls on a Tuesday. No, I'm not scared to voice my opinion because it's my right to have an opinion. I'm free in the country I live in. And, you know, I can say exactly what I like. I'm not going to be an arsehole with it, but, you know, it's a free country. Can't blame him. One bit of it wasn't for that camera. Who knows where he'd... Yeah, it's true. It's true. In fact, to be fair, I'm a wholehearted believer that having a camera crew or having a phone on him recording all the time has more than likely saved his life more than once. You see? But there we go. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video now at 30 minutes and 40 seconds. So thank you very much everyone for joining me this morning on Thursday the 23rd. If you're just watching this now, you know it's enabled DV playback, whatever it is, so start from the beginning and see what the crux of this is about. Just quickly before I do go, today is voting day for the European elections, and for the love of God, go and vote. But do yourself a favour and do everyone a favour. Don't vote to keep certain people out. Okay? Biggest mistake you can do. You'll get the wrong result. Vote for what you believe in. Okay? If you believe in staying in the European Union is the way to go, vote for the party that you think will be the best for it. If you believe, like myself, that voting for a party to go into the European doobie-me-what's-it is the best way to go for Brexit, then, you know, vote for that. I'm voting Brexit Party because it's new and it's fresh, and I believe that Nigel Farage is the best person to take us out of this crisis eventually. I believe he'll lead this country as opposed to pointing it and saying fuck off. That's what I personally think. I do have a Twitter account, but I don't use it. It's in very, very early days. It is Chris's Real Talk, but there's nothing on there. So go and vote. Don't protest vote. Vote for what you believe in. If you're a believer in Brexit, as 52% of the population were 3 years ago, and you still believe in leaving the European Union, and you want to stick someone in the European Parliament that will absolutely stir it up, vote Brexit Party. If you're one of these people that want to stay and you want to throw a spanner in the works and you cannot stand the fact that, you know, Brexit is happening, then by all means vote against democracy and vote for someone who is pretty much going to be the same as a wet flannel coming at your face by your mum on a cold winter's morning. You see, all I'm saying is don't protest vote. Vote for what you believe in. And the polling stations are open till 10 o'clock tonight. That's good for me because I'm going to be voting after work. So, right, anyway, have a fantastic day. Let me just say hi to Caden. Is that Caden? Sun's in my bloody screen. Yeah, hi, I am going now. So anyway, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day. If it's the first time you're joining me, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, drop a comment down below. If you don't like me, let me know why. But to be fair, most people do, and I really don't know why. Let's see. Hi. Right, anyway,